know what this is? It's an asshole. And I first saw it in 1975, about 2 years after it was in Kurt Vonnegut's Breakfast of Champions. And at age 14, when I realized that you could put this in a book, it opened up a world of publishing and writing. This is my friend Cowboy Bob. He arrived about 30 years ago in Colombia. I look at him every day and absorb his energy and his calm. His girlfriend, Nell, lives in my dad's office, and his brother, Pirate Bob, lives with a friend. She wanted Cowboy Bob, but I wouldn't let her have him. Now, this is Rice Canal that just disappeared and now is back. Rice Canal was painted a few years ago to illustrate the plantation canals in Colleton County. I like art and I like boldness, and these colors punch my brain. The sad thing is Cowboy Bob lives next to the Rice Canal. This is something that inspires me, is music. James Brown's on top. I also like X and The Clash and bands like the B-52s. Some people say I only have 5 bands. Well, so it goes. This is these are my daughters. I really never thought that I'd have children, but they are a great blessing, and they amplify life in many ways. Family is an incentive, and it's something that is inspiring. They're important. This, for example, is a field in Georgia. My granddaddy grew cotton on it in 1933. He earned $50 that year. My father taught me the rules, my mom taught me how to be a critic, and my grandparents taught me about the South. This is a slide that talks about experience, because had I not seen this, I wouldn't have realized what the border looks like with Mexico. This is what it looks like mostly, not the crap that you see on TV that people talk about. Experience inspires. Just ask William Faulkner. As you can tell from the last couple of slides, I like vistas. What they do, and I'm kind of obsessed with them, what they do is they illustrate open possibilities and inspire a search for something. This is in my kitchen. I did all of them but the framed one, and I'm kind of getting tired of blue and green. This is a slide to let you know that if you really want to be inspired, travel. These are some murals in Montreal, and you might recognize the Shepherd Ferry at the top left. I'm also inspired by humor, and humor is this painting. We're about 10 slides in, so you can laugh a lot now. Anyway, I like humor, I like bad dad jokes, and maybe I should just call this one Piglet Bob instead of what it's called really, which is Pig in a Blanket Box. Now, this is a gross picture, sorry. This is a scar. I've got this scar. This is not my chest. There's a better looking chest than my chest. But when you look at this every single morning in the mirror, you are inspired to have a little bit cleaner living. Trust me about this. This next slide is something that I think a lot of people might know. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. That's the Boy Scout law. And Boy Scouts may not be popular today, but I believe in these things, and I think a lot of people in America believe in these things. And I think that we have a tremendous responsibility to continue to preach them. Also, I believe in democracy and fairness and truth and justice. I believe in these things, and we are constantly pushing these things at the city paper to do better and more. And we are particularly pushing it in times now where there are people in this world who are jacklegs, cheats, and frauds. The other thing that we push is the concept of social responsibility, and this is the wonky definition of it, but what social responsibility, is particularly in the news, means is that we have a responsibility to publish news and information so you can make good decisions in our society. This is what we try to do, and this is the examples of the things that you'll continue to see in the city paper. And this is the city paper. One of the things that I find inspirational every week among the staff and among the people that support us is how we're able to find, thanks to people around town, new ideas. And it's anything from, you know, whether there's an MIT app that we find that tell us why the roads suck, to, you know, a homeless guy who's a writer, or a guy who made $69 million with NFT. We also question authority throughout the city paper and in what we do. And we have curious cats that are with the city paper, and we are out there all the time as word artists in the news business to try to satiate the curiosity that we find. You know, we always have all sorts of questions, but our pages inspire us to inspire you to create more. I'm also inspired by politics. This is my old boss, Fritz Hollings, who passed away a few years ago. Politics is fascinating. It's a pain in the ass, but it's fascinating, and it's really a way that you get things done. We're almost done. I'm also inspired by the blank page. Every Friday at 7 a.m., I hit a blank computer screen, and I have to write a column that is due in 2 hours. Talk about fear and deadlines, that'll get you motivated. That will inspire you. But it's the way that I do it. Finally, while I am a cynic, I am also eternally hopeful, and I believe in change. And I think that things are going to get better and as we get kinder. In America, it doesn't seem like that right now, but I think that if you go around and knock on people's doors and talk to them, that you'll see a lot more hope. You'll see a lot more change. It'll happen, and that's why I get out of bed in the morning, look at Cowboy Bob, look at the Rice Canal, and to champion change. If I didn't do that, I'd just be another asshole. Thank you.